So you wake up at 7, all energized and motivated to make it happen today. But you're wondering what to do. You start asking yourself the question, should I be working on my YouTube banner today? Should I maybe create a YouTube video? Or should I just cold message everybody on my Instagram telling them about my services? And as you're thinking, your entire day passed by. That leads you to eventually watch YouTube videos that are entertaining or Netflix shows up until 3 a.m. in the morning. And as you fall asleep, you then wake up at 11 in the morning, leading to another day of unproductivity and making no progress towards your goals. You know what's so unfortunate about this story? Is that this is exactly how I used to live in the past. I would spend most of the time just thinking, what is it that I'm going to do? And end up fucking around and making no direct progress towards where I wanted to go. It wasn't up until I started to create a structure for my day that the work started to hit differently. And I started to notice adequate progress towards the goals that I wanted to achieve. My name is Mark Santos, and in this video, I will guide you through how I went from being an inconsistent, ambitious young man into becoming somebody who is so consistent with doing the work that my goals are impossible for me to not achieve. So the first thing that I needed to do was to set a clear goal, a clear intention, a clear pathway for me to follow. I need to write down that one line. I want to make money. But it's not only by setting the intention of I want to make money that I knew where I was going to go. Because just writing down I want to make money doesn't really incline me into solving a specific amount of problem. Okay, I will be working in order to make money, but it's way too vague. Because what will I use that money for? If I didn't know what I wanted to do with that money, my money would just go to the things that I wanted to have impulsively in that moment. So there needs to be like this strong emotional motivator linked to it. You need to know why you want to make that money. What pain will you solve? Okay, I want to make money so that I then never have to work a full-time job again and cover all the bills that are related to living in the Western world. And maybe hopefully even leave to a country where I can lower my bills even more. I want to make money so that I can then provide for my family in ways that they have never been provided for. To finally switch the roles, that my parents don't have to provide for me anymore. That I can provide for them and make sure that they're both retired. That I can retire my wife and make sure that she never has to work a full-time job again. That when my children are raised, that I don't have to think about the bills about their school. That I can even pay for private school and get the best teachers out there to teach them the reality of the world. To make sure that I can cover up all the expenses, that I don't have to work a job that makes me travel and commute far away and miss out on the development of my children. You know, now I have this strong motivator. This is now a good drive for me to get up in the morning and do the work that is necessary. Because just me having that idea of I want money wasn't going to push me to go through the discomfort. But now that I know what I will use that money for, I am willing to do whatever it takes for me to get there. But of course, I'm not just randomly going to choose every job that comes across me so that I can make the money that I want, because I've done that in the past. And there's a lot of jobs, even the job that I'm working currently right now, which is a very good paying job. It's above the average yearly salary, but it's not a fulfilling job. That means that I need to make smarter decisions that will get me closer to living a fulfilling life, working a fulfilling job. And that is with building my own business. So setting a goal with a strong motivator is the foundational layer to everything. Knowing what my goal is allows me to create a structure that is necessary. So then I'll have to start reverse engineering the things that I have to do. And I'll start to see the achievements and the milestones for me to accomplish. Because okay, I want to have money and I want to be able to live a fulfilling life, having my own business that I can then provide for my family. That means that I will have to set up my business that allows me to do that. That means that I will one day have to employ a lot of people. Okay, that means that I will have to start making a business in the first place. Okay, that means that I will need a product. Okay, I need to know how to make a product. Okay, I now have to learn how to sell my product. Okay, before I can sell my product, I need to know how I can market my product in the first place so that it reaches the right people. Okay, first I need to discover then who my people are and who it is that I want to reach. You know, this autistic explanation of the task that I must do wouldn't have been taken into shape if I didn't know where I want to go in the first place. You know, it's like opening Waze or Google Maps or whatever you are using, taking your car and driving to a destination, but you don't know the path, you don't know the road, you don't know what street to take. So what do you do in order to know where you have to go? You set down your destination and then it will provide you with all the steps that you need to take. Oh, you need to take your first right in this street. Oh, then you need to take the second left in the next street, you know? You know where you have to go because you've set the destination for you to reach. And so this allows me to be able to create a plan for my day. So every evening, I sit down and I ask myself the question, what is my skirmish of tomorrow? In other words, what is the task that I will have to do that will give me the most leverage in achieving the goal that I want to achieve? And then I look at my goals and I see like, okay, in order for me to get where I want to go, I need to make sure that my marketing is right. That requires me to tomorrow wake up in the morning and start recording YouTube videos so that I can build my brand and that I can get my face out into the world. And to even facilitate a bit more, every Sunday, I give myself a little bit of time to think about all the goals that I can do in 1 week that will make me progress towards the goal that I eventually want to achieve. But okay, now you have your goal. Now you know the tasks that you must do. But for me, that wasn't enough. I needed to know what the consequences were for me not getting up on time and doing the work. What the consequences were of me not being disciplined and doing the work. What the consequences are of me not recording the YouTube videos, of me giving into resistance, of me giving into my fears, of me deciding to rather watch Netflix with my wife than to sit down and do that what is necessary to make scripts, to do research, to work on improving my speaking skills, to work on improving my presence in front of the camera, to watch YouTube videos, to join coaching calls, to invest in myself. What are the consequences of me not doing that? So having a whole list of all the possible things that could happen if I don't do that allows me to create like this sense of urgency. Like I get emotions, like I get wired up, like I know, okay, I know that if I don't do this, that I won't make progress towards making the money and living a fulfilling life. That I will continuously have to work that full-time job and be working with people that I don't want to work with. That every day when I don't do it, I delay my wife from being retired. I delay my future children from being able to see their father when growing up. And so also every time that I don't do the work because I'm lazy, because I didn't want to do it, because I decided to be undisciplined, because I decided to rather focus on enjoyment instead of being in discomfort, I feel extremely guilty at the end of the day. I feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad. So in order for me to avoid feeling bad at a later time in my life, I make sure that I feel bad right now while doing it, which eventually fades anyways, because the beautiful thing about this is that the temporary discomfort that you will face in the beginning is only something that happens in the beginning, because over time you get used to it. And as you get used to it, you don't really notice it that much as you were noticing it before. And then it starts to become fun because you know that what you are doing will eventually result in you living a better life. But in the beginning, it has to become a habit. So you have to do it, and you have to simply force yourself in that moment to persevere through the uncomfortable things, because otherwise the consequences will start to show up. And so then the benefits are also clear, because every time that I do that, I am making progress towards making sure that my family is in a better position, that I will be in a better position, that I will have freedom in my life, that I will have time and location independence, that I can do whatever I want, that I can have a team, that I can coach, a team that I can help, a team that helps me, that I can create a business where I can free up the lives of so many other people who want to do exactly that, what is required in order to build a successful business. To then help so many other people, to help so many lives, to improve, to help them achieve the goals that they want to achieve, to help them develop the right mindsets, to help them develop the discipline that they need, to help them to develop the right perspective of how they need to see the world, of how they have to deal with hardships, of how they have to handle their own lives. And I put all of that into one list and I read it frequently. That makes sure that my subconscious is aware of that, what I have to do. And there are days that I don't read it, but because I've been doing it for so long, sometimes I can allow myself to do that. But I have to be careful, because if I tend to slip up too much, and if I tend to forget. And if I don't remind myself often enough of the goals that I have to accomplish, I will forget the goal and I will start doing something else. And then I'll be wondering, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I suddenly want to join a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition, but this wasn't part of the task that I needed to do for me to get closer towards my goals. And okay, if I didn't want to do a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition, that means that I will have to free up time that I would otherwise be working on my business in my free time of already working a full-time job, which then, again, delays me from making the progress that I need to make and facilitating and like speeding up the process of living the life that I really want to live. Okay, so in order for me to avoid that, I need to make sure that I read my list frequently. And whenever such an impulse like that arises, I'm reminded like, oh yeah, wait, no, this is not what I have to do. This is not on my to-do list. This is not priority right now. I can maybe do that when I have the other foundational layer of that what I want to achieve, of having the money and working a job that allows me to do that. I haven't created a life that allows me to do that, to then focus on that. And as a result, you then have everything you need to do. You have the foundation set. And now you just need to get yourself Google Calendar and block everything that you do in. So for example, I go to work from 7 till 8. 7 till 4, for example, 7 till 3. So that means that I also block in the time of the commute. So I leave at 6 and I get home by 4:30. And then I see all the visible times that are left. Then I block everything of the free time that I have including my sleep as well. And I visibly see all the times, all the possibilities, all the opportunities that I can work on realizing that goal that I have. And having that structure creates so much peace of mind, knowing that I have everything set in place for me to get where I want to go. I just now simply have to get up and get it done. But I have my list of consequences. I have my list of benefits. I know what my goal is. I know what is motivating me to do it. So it's just me doing it and allowing it to play out. And my goals are 100% guaranteed if I continue to stick to this routine. And you know what you will also over time see is that you will have to fine tune your routine, because you'll notice that, at that time, like, it doesn't really work. Like, instead of recording a YouTube video in the morning, it's best that I record the YouTube video after work. For some reason, my brain works better in that time. These are things that you will then start questioning and start noticing. And then you switch up your routine a bit to make it as effective as possible. And I'm telling you, your goals will be guaranteed. If you continue to do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 100%, you will get where you desire to go. Because this is the exact thing that I'm going to do in order for me to end working my full-time job by December of 2025. And if I don't reach that goal in that year, I'll also make an update video, hopefully, to inform you of what I did wrong or what I could have done better. But I know 100% that my goals will be guaranteed. I don't doubt it. And I believe in myself that I can achieve it. Eventually, as you have your routine, it will take up less brain points. You don't have to really think about that, what you have to do, because everything is already set in place. You don't have to ask yourself your question, what task is it that I'm going to do? You've already set out all the tasks that you need to do for the specific day, for the week. And now it's just you needing to do it. Sometimes you will need more time, and that dedicated time that you've put in wasn't enough. Okay, then you just either work overtime or you put it to a different day as well. And just continue to do that. As long as you take consistent action towards your goals, you will make consistent progress. Whether you've had a good day or a bad day, that doesn't matter. As long as you showed up, had the intention, and had everything else set in place for you to do the work. And maybe you were tired, okay, maybe you just need to sleep more. Maybe you need to drink an extra coffee. You need to do that what is necessary for you to get where you want to go. And this is how I make sure that my goals are guaranteed. So I want to wish you a very nice day. I hope this video has been able to be of value for you. Remember that you are 100% responsible for the results in your life. Make the hard decision today, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.